Welcome to a GNN investigative report, The Human Conspiracy. Are they real?
Tonight, only on GNN, the sightings, the encounters, the evidence, humans, and the conspiracy to hide them, the human conspiracy. Before speaking with us, our next guest demanded complete anonymity. He agreed to this interview only after GNN guaranteed that his identity would be protected. According to his claims, he spent more than 24 galactic cycles working inside the Ministry of Public Information, a ministry that officially maintains there is no credible evidence that humans exist. What he is about to tell us cannot be independently verified. Government officials declined our requests for comment. The Galactic Science Council dismissed his allegations as unsubstantiated speculation. Nevertheless, his testimony raises troubling questions. Questions about classified reports, questions about missing evidence, and questions about whether the public has been told the whole truth. For his protection, we have concealed his identity and altered certain details of his background. This is his story. You worked for the Ministry of Intelligence for 23 galactic cycles, and you claim to have actually seen humans?
Yes.
Could you describe their appearance?
We know of 4 species. I can tell you of the 2 we recovered from the crash 50 cycles back. One we call the bug eyes, bipedal and massive claws. And antennae we believe is some transmitter-receiver for their telepathy. The 4-armed human was recovered from the same crash site. Unlike the bug eyes, it did not survive the impact. The species possesses 4 fully functional arms, 2 adapted for strength, 2 for fine manipulation. Why it required 4 arms remains unknown. Several researchers suggested tool use. Others believed it simply couldn't decide what it wanted to hold.
While government officials debate classified reports and scientific theories, others claim they have encountered humans firsthand. Our next witness is a rural farmer from the outer colonies. He says what he saw changed his life forever. Many experts dismiss his account. Zorg Thrak doesn't care. He knows what he saw.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was sitting by the fire. My cousin Daryl and me, we was into our 3rd case, when all of a sudden, the dog started raising hell. Then out of nowhere, it got real bright. Then it just took me up. I didn't climb nothing. I didn't jump, I just sort of floated up to it. Before I could even grab another beer, I was heading skyward, just floating up there like a church balloon.
Can you describe for our viewers your experience on the human ship? Were you experimented on?
I don't rightly like talking about that. Let's just say, things ain't come out right since.
Not everyone believes humans are a modern phenomenon. Some researchers claim humans have influenced galactic civilization for thousands of cycles. Among them is Professor Zorg Thrak, one of the leading voices in the field of ancient human theory. Professor Thrak, do you believe humans influenced ancient galactic civilization?
Believe? No. The archaeological evidence is overwhelming. The academic establishment simply refuses to acknowledge it. Ancient structures, ancient texts, ancient artifacts. Everywhere we look, we find traces of human influence.
While believers point to artifacts, eyewitness accounts, and ancient texts, skeptics remain unconvinced. Dr. Kel Vorn has spent much of his career challenging human theories, a position that has made him both respected by his peers and deeply unpopular at human conferences. Professor Vorn, you've heard the testimony. What's your reaction?
My reaction? Where would you like me to begin? The anonymous government employee? A 50-cycle-old male who still lives in his parents' basement. And suddenly we're treating him as a credible source? Mr. Thrak claims he stared directly at a human. Wonderful. Did it have 1 eye? 3 eyes? Honestly, an individual with the blood type ethanol is hardly a witness to anything but hangovers and bad decisions.
Zorg, would you like to respond? Zorg?
Hey, cameraman, up here. See, what did I tell you? What you got to say now, Mr. Smarty Pants? Daryl! Hey, someone wake Daryl's ass up. Don't think I forgot how many beers are left in that cooler.
Professor Vorn, would you care to commit on what we just witnessed?
Well, obviously what we witnessed was a weather balloon.
This concludes this GNN broadcast.